there definitely are people who start going too far into some type of fantasy in their mind, right? So they have a few guns. They might have an AR-15 they done up or whatever. And some people, and this is not the majority at all, I can tell you that. All my friends are pro-gun and gun owners, and I got a lot of friends. And this is not the majority. This is the minority by a long shot. This is maybe 5-10%. But they look at guns and start having, I ain't talking about like mass shooter fantasies, but they have fantasies like, they just want to use their gun. The I wish I was in the military guys. They wish they had joined the military, or they were too afraid or didn't want to do the hard work of being in the military. But they dream about it. They wish they were, a Navy SEAL wannabe ass, like they just too much. And then they damn near look for a fight. Because they have a gun now, they wish and dare. I wish a motherfucker would, all that. And they just out there like they Superman. Let me tell you something. Been around guns my whole life. Been carrying guns since I could carry guns. You're not invincible. You're not super amazing. You're not nothing that you think you are. You get humbled real fast when somebody wants to try and take your life. You get humbled real fast. It's not what you think. You're not super badass. You're not amazing like you think you are. The way you work when you're out on the range and you're running and jumping and shooting and you're doing all those cool things and your timing and all that. Let me tell you something. When it gets real, the majority of that stuff that you're training for, you're going to realize I didn't use none of this. This motherfucker ran up behind me while I was at the ATM. My heart dropped in my stomach. He went to draw his gun, and I damn near shit on myself and drew my gun, and there was the firefight. And I was just hoping to God that I lived. That's about where that's real life. That's how it really happens. And if you make it, because you got to remember the bad guys that you come across, the ones that run up on you at the ATM, the majority of them have done this before. You better pray to God that you don't run across somebody that's already killed 4 or 5 people and never been caught. Because they know what they're doing. Nah, they're not Instructor Zero. They don't train like Instructor Zero. They're not practicing 150-yard shots with a pistol like Hickok 45. But when it comes to real life, they've done it. And they know how to do it again. They know what to expect. Training is very important. Don't get me wrong. You need to train. But you got to humble yourself. It don't work like that, man. You don't want to be involved in nothing. You don't want to be involved in none of this. And to add on to that, let me tell you something. If you miss the military, you still got a chance. Go join the police. Go become a cop if you like action that much. Go be a cop. The whole mind frame will change. Either you bout it or you're not. And most people think they're about it. Only 60% of those who think they are not. And that's the facts. You get 100 people that think they ready to go and ready to take down the bad guys and courageous and all that stuff. 60% of 60 of those 100 will fold and go, this is not the job for me. This is not what I thought. While other people will hide behind their ideas and their dreams and fantasies of being able to use their gun. I don't ever want to use my gun again. Not ever, ever, ever. Please, God, Lord, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Moses, please, I don't ever, ever. That stuff is not a game. I could have died. If fate adjusted just slightly, I could have been dead in 5 different situations minimum. That's just what I'm willing to tell you about. Get real. This is not a game. These are not toys. It's not playtime. Get real.